keep up.
That's funny.
I'm delighted to say that double Olympic medalist Adam Peaty is in Facebook Live on Team GB, and he's very kindly let me wear his silver medal. I did ask for the gold, but he said no. First thing you notice how heavy they are.
Yeah, they're pretty heavy. Yeah, you get your
Maybe
money's worth, really.
Maybe that's why you want me to wear it. You know, 2 is maybe a bit too heavy for you.
Just like that.
Neck muscles. How are you doing? How's it been the last couple of days?
Good.
It's really weird. I just saw you there doing a bit of media. It's quite chilled out, relaxed. It's hard to believe. And it seems so long ago that you won these bad boys.
I think, I mean, obviously, it's obviously a massive honour to be here, firstly. I mean, obviously my first Olympics. You know, I got quite, I worked so hard these last few years, and we came away, thankfully, with a gold and a silver. This is a bonus. This is a massive bonus. I never thought we could, actually do this year.
Oh, is that right? You feel more kind of stronger about this one maybe than that one?
Yeah, I mean, this is what I've dreamed about. This is what all my motivation was for, and obviously this was a team event, so it's very, you've got to come together as a team. Everyone's got to be on form to do really well. And obviously the Americans, they've got Phelps, they've got world record holder on the backstroke, the breaststroker on the freestyle. So we made a lot of ground on the breaststroker, but that was absolutely amazing to win that, and amazing to win it for Chris as well, who he says he's going to retire, but he loves it. He absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
So
it must be so hard to think about retirement after doing something like that. Talking about that breaststroke, by the way, last length. That was rapid, wasn't it? So, first of all, can you explain to people, because you're a world record holder in the 50, that's not an Olympic event. So can you explain to people how that works, how you transfer that into like a longer distance, 100 metres? Did you have to prepare differently for this?
Yeah, I mean, we dropped the 200 this year just because, as I said, it's my first Olympics. There's so much involved in emotionally controlling your mind, getting your body ready, getting to race weight, and the 200 has always been a bit of an iffy one. So we dropped that, but hopefully we're going to pick that up again for Tokyo. Invest a lot in training now in terms of endurance, so we can nail that and the 100. But the 50 isn't an Olympic event for some reason. It's one of the best events. It's so good.
You have the freestyle, which
is great. It's who can nod the head the fastest. It's like that. So it's it's great.
You do nod your head really fast.
Yeah, I think one of the coaches was like, "Is there something wrong with him?" Because I just slapped my head on the water.
Yeah.
So, but it works.
It's not just me then. I thought I'm so glad your coach thinks that too.
Yeah.
As expected, my goodness, just from being on air for a few minutes, we've had so many messages here. Let's see. They're mainly, a lot of them are to say congratulations. Do you mind if I read out a few to you? Gretel says, congratulations, amazing. Jenny Graham wants to know, where will you keep your medals? It's always a question we like to hear the answer to.
I don't know, I think I might give one my nan. She's Twitter famous, so...
Can we just talk about your nan?
Yeah.
Right, so I met your nan before coming out here. And the whole idea is that we would do an interview about you, obviously.
Yeah.
None of it. She was more focused on her fame.
I'm
not being funny. She's a little bit obsessed by her fame now.
I think someone needs to ground her big time. She's.
I said to her, "How many Twitter followers have you got?" She said 7,453.
Yeah.
She knew exactly to that minute.
Yeah.
Constantly updating her Twitter feed.
And the funny thing is, she only learned to use an iPad about 3 weeks ago.
Did she?
Do you know how long it took me to get 7,000 followers on Twitter? And she overnight, just like that for her.
My parents sent me their first ever selfie yesterday from holiday, and they guaranteed they were arguing in the middle of it. Yeah. So she can use FaceTime now?
Yeah, FaceTimed a lot. Although she does it upside down, the FaceTime a few times. But
we'll let her off.
Yeah.
She's probably watching this, actually.
Yeah.
Hey,
right, made this.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Deborah, congratulations. You've inspired my 6-year-old. Are you aware of what you've done out here? It's incredible reading the messages. And because you were so early on in the Olympics as well, I mean, you started the ball rolling, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, firstly, it means an absolute world to me to inspire, children, because, it's such an important thing for our country to, give back to the children, and hopefully they'll be sitting here in a few years' time and, getting interviews as well. But, it
Top
means
quality interviews. Obviously.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But she, there's nothing better than seeing a kid saying, "Oh, you're my hero." It's and if you have 1% effect on their life and it's a good one, then and you've got 10 other people doing that. You're changing a child's life, and hopefully we're bringing up the next generation of heroes. Really,
you are definitely doing that, my friend. Okay, amazing Olympics. Congratulations, Lynn, Deborah. Great performance. Well, proud. Well done from Keith. We knew you could do it. Adam from Karen Walsh. Do you know her? Lisa Broomfield, huge congratulations from Skegness. Ever been to Skegness?
No.
Well done. Teddy supports you from Jane. That's weird. Amanda, totally inspirational. It goes on and on and on and on. Superb, absolute inspiration to it. Would you come to our school and chat with our kids about how important it is to learn to swim? He's busy, Carol, but maybe in the next few weeks. I've got a quick question for you about what happens now, because I'm fascinated. You've got a gold medal around your neck. That is the pinnacle. You're on top of the world. How do you set yourself the next challenge?
A lot of time off, a lot of travelling the world now. I think, I've always wanted to travel the world, but my sport or job or hobby, pretty much the three. But it never allows it, because you got to train so hard. You got to be up at 4 a.m. train for 5 hours, and then in midday you got to train again 2 till 6. So social life doesn't exist. Nothing really exists, really. You're just back and to from the fourth. But that's what I love to do, and there's nothing better than self-improvement, and I'm obsessed with that. I think where a lot of people stop now is they're not obsessed with self-improvement, and if that fire keeps burning in me, which I'm sure it will, we're hopefully sitting here in 4 years' time with another one. But it's crazy. I mean, I've always worked hard, and my mum and dad have always worked hard, so I'm not going to take that for granted either.
Can you just explain to everyone quickly what Project 56 is? Everyone's been talking
Sounds
about
like a movie, doesn't it?
It does. That's an idea.
Yeah, that's
Adam,
it.
Project 56. Who would play you?
Matt Damon.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's got a man bun at the moment, though. He looks a bit like Lewis Smith, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You have to get rid of the man bun.
Yeah.
I'd have gone for Matt Damon as well.
Yeah.
Project 56, what is it? We digress.
Yeah. So basically what I did is, 57-1. No one's really got next to that in the world. I think the next person is 58-4, so I'm a second ahead on the 57-1, and lots of people are saying, when are you going to go 56? And obviously I went 56 in the relay, but it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So I think that is the next one, and that'll change. I think that'll change the game of breaststroke forever, really. And that's another thing. I never thought in a million years, 4 years ago, I'd be sitting here discussing Project 56 when I was going to 103 or 104.
Really?
So it's
the level of improvement has been insane.
Yeah, and if you're a kid watching this in 4 years' time, if you work hard every single day, then you can achieve anything. And you hear that everywhere, but it's so true.
Well, you're proving it. Nick wants to know, actually, if you hadn't hated to go in the bath when you were a kid, would you now be a gold medal winner? That's the most random question I've ever heard in my life. Does his chest have a postcode? It's massive.
Who put that in?
Fernando.
Is that you?
He's fruity. Robert, I remember you when you were just there at Sheffield handing me a medal, and then you went on to this Olympics and won a gold medal. That's perfect proof of what you're just talking about. Everyone wants to know what the second thing is they present you after you get the medal. What is it? What is that?
Oh, I don't know. Like, everyone thinks it's a medal holder, but it's not. I don't know what it is.
Okay, we'll keep working on that one.
Yeah.
What advice? Okay, we're going to finish with this. What advice would you give my 6-year-old daughter? She loves swimming. That's from Jessica.
Well, she's already pretty much 90% there if she loves it. I think, loving anything, you're going to excel at it, and you're going to give 110%. I'm pretty doubt of it. I mean, you've just got to stay on track, I think, and as long as you keep enjoying it every single day, especially as kids, you see kids taking it so seriously these days, but just have fun, talk to your friends, and leave that stuff for when you get older. 14, 15, I didn't really start. So I think I was doing 2 hours a week at 11, 12. Some kids these days are doing 25 hours.
Really?
Yeah, and that's nearly more than me. Well, I do 30, but I'm just getting competitive now.
Yeah.
But
you can let that go.
But
see why you're a champion.
Yeah, but it's love of the sport. Just really enjoy it. Go with your friends. Go underwater when your swim coach tells you not to. That's those little things. As long as the love's there and you keep enjoying it, and the parents keep it enjoyable. Don't put too much pressure on them. Then hopefully we've got a new generation of champions.
Certainly have. Let's talk about one of the best champions there is in the world in what you do, Michael Phelps.
Yeah.
He gave you high praise this week. Did that mean a lot to you?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously coming up 2004, 2008, watching every Olympics and him, slaughtering the rest of the field. It was so inspirational, and it's for him to come and shake my hand, you feel a bit dwarfed by him, but
really?
it's crazy because you're so used to seeing him on TV. I mean, I'm sure you've had starstruck before, but I never thought I'd get starstruck until I met him. But then when you're racing, you're like, you've got to see it in an angry way because that's how I work. But it's an honour just to race him, really, and it's probably one of his last proper races ever. It's I can say I've been in that. You can put that on your CV, so it's a good thing to have.
I think your CV is only going to get bigger and bigger. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us on Facebook Live.
Thank you very much.
Quick question, do you know where you're going now? Do you need a lift anywhere?
No idea.
Because I know you're good at getting lost around the village.
I knew you were going to get something in.
We'll sort you out. Adam Peaty, legend.
Cheers.